This is SDR News and Geekazine.com's coverage of NAB.
HP storage guy, Calvin Zito, and we continue to bring you coverage here from NAB along with SDR News and Jeffrey Powers Geekazine. And with me now I've got Tim Napoleon. Tim, Chief Strategist at AllDigital. Tell me a little bit about, just give me a high level, what is AllDigital? What do you guys do?
We have a real passion to really make anybody a broadcaster. So we're at the National Association of Broadcasters. Historically, that might have been just a few big companies. Today, really, everybody, any brand, any personality, anybody can be their own broadcaster.
So even me, I do some of my own videos. I mean, I got these guys here with me that they can't see off camera who are actually doing the video here, but you can help turn them into broadcasters.
All of them, and it works from any level. So even inside of a big corporation, maybe that corporation wants to broadcast to their audience, or you're an individual and you want to broadcast to your audience. So you can take anybody from, my wife's a yoga instructor and her classes are full now. So she wants to be able to live stream her yoga classes to her other students who couldn't get into the class. That's a very small example. And it scales all the way up to very large broadcasters like Cox Media Group, who have 12 network television stations, 80 radio stations, 4 newspapers. They're able to use that same technology and scale from the very small audiences to the very large audiences. And so it really has a whole new way for people to become a broadcaster.
So tell me a little bit about the flow of how somebody does work with you. I mean, we're talking about people that use you to broadcast with, but what are they doing? What assets are they giving you? And then how do you help them become broadcasters?
Right, so our favorite part of any project is listening to the client and kind of hearing what they want to do, right? And so everybody has a pretty good idea about where their audience is and how they want to get to their audience, right? And that maybe that audience is going to be on an iPad, maybe that audience is going to be on a connected television, maybe that audience is going to be a corporate broadcast network on these beautiful big screen TVs. And so the process then, kind of after you listen and hear what the customer wants to do, we'll make some suggestions. And those suggestions often entail either it's going to be a live workflow where you're going to have live streams. So in a corporate use case example, that might be the CEO talking or a daily Q&A with the product team. Or you can get those assets in because you invested a lot in production and you have tapes and files and other things that are already done assets. You kind of put that all up into the system, and that goes into the ingest points. And then you really don't need to know what's inside the baseball. There's all these great, really cool technologies for broadcasters in that cloud service, the AllDigital Cloud. Net of it is gives you the capability to control your broadcast audience. And we see our customers really kind of create 2 types of workflows. One is they want a private broadcast network, and that's where the end audience is authenticated, and you either have to pay for a subscription or you have to have a corporate credential. However that is, it's a private broadcast. Others want to just say, hey, I want as many people to see this footage as possible, and they want to do a public broadcast. And so they define those business rules in the system, and then they can publish wherever that might be, inside of an app, inside of a web page, on a connected television platform. And the system gives them global scale, analytics, different ways to make money from the revenue models. It's a very, very turnkey system.
So how do you differentiate from, say, a public cloud that is offering somebody the ability to upload stuff and put it out there? What are you guys offering that is different from a public cloud offering?
I think AllDigital, our background, our heritage, the passion of our team is to make anybody a broadcaster. And so our cloud services are completely really designed around that fact of empowering you to be a broadcaster. I don't want to empower you maybe to be a DBA or a PHP programmer. Those are all awesome things to empower in the cloud as well. We've taken all the best of breed approaches and put those technologies into our cloud for you and configure them so you can be now a broadcaster. And so the exact same technologies that your local Fox or NBC affiliates using to broadcast over the web and IP can now be used by you as the broadcast, the individual broadcaster. So we think it's very empowering.
Yeah, so one area I just want to hit on, because I know you guys are using HP storage as part of your back end, and I think you're using HP StoreAll. Tell me a little bit about how you guys are using that in your environment and what it's doing for you.
Yeah, we saw 2 real big problems when we listened to our customers. One was the speed at which you could create a channel. Many people didn't want to go to a cloud-based workflow because if you look at the traditional storage solutions out there and different cloud solutions out there, just to get one mezzanine file into the cloud would take about a week, and that's not a very good solution. So with the StoreAll object-oriented storage platform and the software that we added, we were able to accelerate that process, and that same process now takes less than an hour. So in the time it takes to edit your show, create your show, 1 extra hour, you now can have that mezzanine grade asset in the cloud available to do any type of post-processing and delivery rules that you need. The other big option that we saw was the amount of scale that people are going to need in the marketplace. When you think about the millions of assets that you're dealing with as a production company, when you're thinking about the billions of devices that consumers now have play great quality video, it creates trillions of combinations. And so the math is staggering about how much capacity you need from both the physical size of your library to store, as well as the velocity and input to feed all those different broadcast networks that you're going to partner with. You need something that's really just state of the art in terms of handling that velocity. So we kind of think of it as supercomputing. And so the HP platform gives us that supercomputing platform to host and manage the assets. And we use a lot of the advanced technologies with the engineering team at HP to really provide that speed that's necessary to really take people from traditional workflows to more tapeless and cloud-based workflows.
So when I call up my engineering team and they say they're busy helping customers, they're talking to you, because they seem to be busy all the time and they're always talking to guys, and I suspect it's guys like you they're talking to.
I think everybody's excited about broadcast. You can't help but not get excited about broadcast. The content is so great, the people are awesome, everybody loves talking to celebrities. So I think customers like us that have these great customers like broadcasters get a lot of extra attention. And we've been a great partner with HP, we really appreciate the support. These asset libraries that we store on the StoreAll platform, kind of the center of our universe, are worth billions of dollars to these broadcasters. And so it's fun to work with a company that has the same level of professionalism, same sense of detail, same sense of security that HP has. I think we're all in it for the ability to really change the game here and let anybody be a broadcaster.
Yeah, that's great. So one last thing before I let you go, because I know this is a busy show and I'm sure you got lots to do here. How can people that want to learn more about AllDigital or get in touch with you? Do you guys have a website or someplace where people can find you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. Our favorite thing is talking to customers. So come to alldigital.com. It's easy to remember. Just going, hey, the whole world's going all digital. It's alldigital.com. Anybody can be a broadcaster. We have a sales team there that'll help educate you, figure out what your solution needs to be, and get you up and running very quickly.
Great. Well, Tim, thanks for joining me, and enjoy the rest of NAB.
Nice meeting you, Calvin.